performing arts. First things first, shut off those silly little things you call cell phones. There is absolutely no photography or video allowed. Upcoming events are listed on the back of your paper. So enjoy or don't enjoy this nightmare of a shame. Lastly, no children are forced for harm during the making of this bloody production. Or were they?
What should we call it? His doodah. What have you done with his thingy?
This child does not have a thingy.
What? A boy with no thingy? Well, you stupid woman, this boy's got no thingy.
Mr. Woman, this child is a girl. A beautiful, beautiful little girl.
Is this the time for the bye, everyone?
Don't competition's finished. You missed it. I don't suppose we could exchange it for a boy, could we?
This is the worst day of my life. Undercarriage does feel quite normal. My skin is floating on this foul crescent light, and this gown is looking like a semi-formal, semi-Spanish gown I should be wearing in the semi-finals tonight. I should be dancing in Tarantella, and Ella, Italiano, John Master, hospital cotton with an outing front bottom, and this horrible, miracle I have ever seen.
Oh, I can't find his Frank and beans.
Every life is unbelievable, unbelievably unlikely. Everybody this time, all I'm there with nothing. So something in life is life. Every brand new life is a miracle.
Brand new luxury cars, sir. Are they good runners? Well, let's just put it this way. You wouldn't beat them in a race. No, sir. Yes, sir. They are good runners, sir. Indeed, sir. Now, how much exactly...
Carrie!
Hang on.
Look, she's reading a book. It's not normal for a 10-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
This was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was
Stop staring him up with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
Look, Carrie, she keeps trying to tell me stories. Stories. I mean, who wants stories?
I'm going to call you straight back. Would you please shut up? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this. It's your fault. You spend us into trouble and expect me to get us out. What am I, a flaming escapologist?
An escapologist, he says. What about me, then? I have a whole house to look after. Dinners don't make boys themselves, you know. If you're the world's greatest escapologist, I may be the world's best acrobat to balance that box. I'm off to go down my hair. And when I get back, I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening, you horrid little man!
But I'm going to make us rich.
Rich? How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessman. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband is going to sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair? Listen to the point.
I'm a girl.
Fair does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. At least I can say thank heavens Michael inherited his old man's brains, eh, son?
Michael.
Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it.
But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight!
This is your fault with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
What made him do anything? That's not right.
Right. I'll tell you something. You're up to school in a few days' time. You won't be getting right there. Oh no. I know you headmistress Agatha Trunchbull, and I've heard all about you and your smarty pants ideas. Great, big, strong, scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics. Throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's going to do to a horrible, sweet little goblin like you, boy.
Girl.
Yeah, you little bookworm. Business, son. A man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means good brains. And the secret to my success in business is... Yes. Secrets. And the secret to my success in business is this oil of violet hair tonic. The man. Stand back, son. Your old man's going to work. Oh, yeah, that's his stuff. Oh, yeah, that's what's alright. That's the bird right there. Let me tell you something, son. A man business. Simply cannot fail to get noticed. Idiots like this.
Your hair! It's green!
Good Lord, woman, have you started already? It's not even 8:30. Ah, my hair! It's green!
Why on earth did you do that for? Why would you want green hair?
I don't want green hair. I didn't do anything.
Maybe you used some of Mommy's peroxide by mistake. That's exactly what you did, you stupid man!
My hair, my lovely hair. Oh my good Lord, I've got my deal today. The Russians. What am I going to do?
I know what you can do.
What is it? What could I do?
You can pretend you're an elf.
Yes, that's it. I can pretend I'm a... What are you talking about, you fool? Your boy's a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story? Don't be disgusting. Go on, prove that library is something of yours. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better.
Again, right?
Yes, well, I mean, my mom wanted me to stay home. She hates it for a while. Dad, too, he misses me so much. But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And you tell them lots of stories like you do with me. Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. And that's not a hint, by the way, but if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me...
Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps. See you next week.
Goodbye, Miss Honey. Good luck with the Tolstoy. As I was saying, Matilda, I'm not hinting, but if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me, I'm sure...
Who's that lady?
Oh, that lady? That was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher this year.
Lady is about fine.
Yes, your teacher. Now look, are you going to tell me a story or not?
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escape holders who could escape from any work that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it seemed as though she could actually fly, fell in love and got married. They were promised the most greatest feats together the world had ever seen, and people would come from miles around, kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other, which was said to be so great. The cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house on the edge of town, and at night they would walk and take the air. Each night, the children of the town would wait in anticipation, hoping to get a glimpse of the shiny white scarf that the acrobat always wore. But then they knew they only had to cry, "Tricks, tricks!" and the great performers would instantly oblige. The most spectacular show just for them. But although they loved each other, although they were famous, everyone loved them. They were sad. We have everything in the world that we want the most.
We have everything.
But the one thing in the world we want the most.
But the one thing.
We didn't have a child.
Patience, my love.
Patience, my love, the husband replied. Time is on our side, even time matters.
Matilda.
Time is the one thing no one is master of, and as time went on, they grew quite old, and still they had no child. At night they would listen to the sound of their empty house, and imagine what would sound like with the sound of a child playing.
Matilda, this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Don't you dare.
Their sadness overwhelmed them and drew them on to ever more dangerous feats. As the woods became the only place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives! And so, it was decided. They would perform the most dangerous feats ever known to man! It is called the What would a man walk to the cave and is the most dangerous feat ever known to man?
Our destiny.
Said the wife, smiling sadly and slipping a hand into his. It is where the loneliness of life has led us.
Well, what happens next?
I don't know, not yet always.
But I mean, isn't there some more? I mean, just a little bit more. Well, I suppose your mother will be waiting for you. Is she here, actually? I'd love to meet
Come on,
her.
Mr. Fox, we'll see you tomorrow.
Have fun at school.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm a special little guy. I am a princess. I am a prince. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. Certainly grateful to survive this mess by being the prince or princess you should see. To escaping tragedy. And even if you couldn't keep some effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I was trapped inside this cage for ages. This living hell. But if I try, I can't remember. Back for my life had ended. My happy days were over. Lord, preserve the feeling of the well. I was curious, so I asked 1,000 questions. But unless you want yourself to see, I'll never teach you. You listen here, I hear you question for you. Step out of line, if you cry, if you tell me to stay out of trouble, and remember to be extremely careful. Why?
Why? Did you hear what he said?
What's phys ed? Physical education.
It's your speciality.
My mom says I'm a miracle. My dad says I'm gonna be the teacher's man. School is really fun, according to my mom. That is only the alphabet.
The alphabet? You've got to learn to listen, kid.
Certainly you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess who should see no escaping tragedy. And even if you couldn't need some effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I was trapped inside this cage for ages. This living hell.
children. My name is Miss Hunt, and today is a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, do any of you know your 2 timetables? Wonderful. Matilda isn't it? Please, stand and do as much as you can.
2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 7 is 14, 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 10 is 20, 2 times 11 is 22, 2 times 12 is 24, 2 times 13 is 26, 2 times 14 is 28.
Oh, stop! My goodness, how far can you go?
I'm not sure, quite far, I think.
Do you think you can tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
All right, Matilda, this is much harder, so don't worry, you can get it. 2 times 487. Now, if you took your time, do you think you could...
974.
All right, let's leave math for the time being and look at reading. Can anybody read this? Very well, Nigella. Well, that's all right, Nigella. I would not want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender? No. But tomato is a very good word. Matilda.
I cannot read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words.
Yes, well, I need to learn to read words to read sentences, because basically a sentence is just a big bunch of books. And if you can't read sentences, big bunch of words, if you can't read sentences, you've got no touch of books.
Have you read a whole book by yourself before?
Oh yes, more than one. I love books. I read quite a few last week, actually.
Few indeed. What kind of books do you like to read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Test of the Devils, Lord of the Rings, Kim, The Invisible Man, Secret Garden, Crime and Punishments, and Stick of the Dog.
Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. There's nothing to fear. Don't be pathetic. It's just a door you've seen one before. Just knock on the door. What you trying to hide? Standing outside the principal's office like a little girl. It's just pathetic. Look at you hesitating, hands shaking. You should be embarrassed. You're not a little girl. It's just pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Just knock on your door. Perhaps I wish she's probably having a meeting or something and won't want to be interrupted. If anything, caution in these situations is sensible. One should avoid confrontation when possible. Come back again. For it takes knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic.
Enter! Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, you see, in my class, there was a little girl called Matilda Wormwood, and...
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out with the brat, though. Says she's a bit of a woman.
Oh, no, mistress. I don't think Matilda is that kind of child at all.
What is our school motto, Miss Honey?
Bobby Optimus Magitum.
Bombay Optimus Magitum. Children are maggots. Betty was home put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense! Haven't I just told you that she is a gangster?
She knows entirely.
So she's learned a few tricks.
Well, she can read.
So can
I
I.
have to tell you, headmistress, it is in my opinion this little girl should be placed in the top form with the 11-year-olds.
What? But she is a squib! She is a shrimp! She is an unhatched tadpole! We cannot just put her with the 11-year-olds. What kind of a society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules!
I believe that Matilda Wentworth is an exception to the rules.
Exception! To the rules! In my school! Look at this trophy, see how this trophy gleams in the sunlight, see how it shines. What do you think it took to become English hammer-throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment when my big moment came that I treated the rules with casual disdain? Well, my parents, as I stepped through the circle, did I change my plan? What? As I chopped up my palms, did I raise my hands? I did not. As I started to spin, did I look at the view? Did I drift off and drink for a minute or two? Did I vote? I amended my rotation. Then I altered my intended elevation. Did my hammer took off? Did I change my grunt for a grunt? I practiced for many a month, not a dot, not a jot. Did I stray from the plot? Not a detail of my thrill was adjusted or forgotten. And even as the hammer left my hand and sailed high up above the stars, did I let myself go? No, 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 no! If you want to throw the ham for your country, you have to stay inside the circle of time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children. 2, 3.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, what do? You have to stay inside the circle all the time.
And if you want to achieve success in dancing, simply your tender hand. You just need to force the squints to toe the line. Sing, Jenny. Hey, hey, hey!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, what do? You have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I just once in the real, but I'm a very life and true. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the belly line and toe it, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out.
It is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
You nasty, sneaking swan, you great big question asking. How dare they speak to you like that? Who the hell do they think they are? Bloody, filthy, nasty, stupid Russians. It's the mileage. They took one look at the mileage on the first car and said the cars were knackered. I told them, I said the reason the mileage is so high is a manufacturing mistake.
Is that true?
Of course it's not true.
So you lied.
Of course I lied.
I didn't believe you.
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
And what's this? Another stinking book. What's wrong with the telly?
No, it's lovely. Honest, you should read it.
Lovely? Here's what I think of your lovely.
No, there's a library book. Please don't. You show the brats.
Now get up here, you little stinkworm.
Do we have a stupid room?
In the cupboard. I'm lying back there. Why don't you glue your stupid book to your stupid head?
yourself to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if that's all you can do and look at you, must have thing on little star wheel. If you sit around and never get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
I've got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? You will lose weight and get ahead with you a headache. I mean, it's gonna hurt all squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just did.
Right. Look, I better stick around just in case, because if they start to squeeze under your ears, you're gonna need help. I'm Matilda, by the way, and I think it's for the best that we're best friends.
Heidi, quick! Someone put a whole can of treacle into a triangle chair. And when she sat down, her neck and steak stuck to the seat. Someone told her I did. But I never. Now she's after me. That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
Until finished. Once Agatha tried to decide no guilty, you're squished.
Yesterday she got to his rock regular eating only fish all start during science class. She just picked him up, swung him around, and threw him at the window.
Don't listen to them. They're just trying to scare us. Oh, Matilda. This ain't gonna put me in choking! What's choking? Well, they say it's a cupboard in her office where she throws shorts into to found with nails and spikes and picks up broken glass. Glass?
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood. When the hinge is creaked and the door is closed, you cannot see squat. And if you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
Alright, look, when did this happen? I want 20 minutes ago, but why? Oh no, look! She's coming! You better hide, quick, places. Don't try to get your house!
You suppurating spleen! Where is the maggot known as Nigella?
Over there, under those coats. Which has been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Yes, you see, poor Nigella suffers from the rare but chronic secret of narcolepsy. The condition is characterized by the sufferer having chronic bouts of fatigue. You see, she fell asleep over there, and we hid under those coats for safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
I think.
She probably thinks she's in her bedroom when she wakes up. Is it almost time for school yet, Mum? Why am I? Well, it's in my bedroom, that's all. I mean, that's all. Oh, hello, Miss Dreadful?
Amanda Thrift! Come here. What have I told you about pigtails? I hate pigtails. Well, your mother is a
Tomorrow one, sir. Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. That was Buddha. Now that is how you do. What the? I'm gonna leave this on. Looks like rain.
Oh, hello. It's Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
Will only take a moment.
Oh, come in if you must.
It's nothing like that. This is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ah, parla italiano. Ciao, Rodolfo. Piacere. Come sta?
What? Who is this beaver? You know of interruptions due to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chubby? It's Miss Hunt. Well, as you know, Matilda is in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Then stop them from reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
Thanks. I'm on fire here. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
Look, Miss Chester, I'm not in favor of girls getting no club hits and all. Girls think more about hair dye and makeup. Looks are more important than books. Now look at you and look at me. You chose books.
I chose books. I beg your pardon?
Dog, I'm on fire. Please.
Pop Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Oh, fantastic girl!
Her mind. Little help lost.
Mind? Her mind? You really don't know anything, do you? Somewhere along the way, my dear, you've made a awful error. You ought to blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people are clever. It's very quaint, it's very sweet, but wrong. People don't like smarty pants, don't go around claiming that they know stuff we don't know. Now here's a tip. What you know matters less than the volume with which what you don't know's expressed. Content has never been less important. So you have got to be. Whoa!
curtain no closes, and Jenny's outside.
Quickly arrived. It was as if the entire world had gathered to see the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over shots and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage. Everything was arranged by the acrobat's sister, who used to be an Olympic-class hammer thrower, who loved nothing better than to scare the children in town. It was said that in her dark and brooding heart, she resented her sister, both her success and her love. Suddenly, up from the escapologist, dressed as usual in his tights and spanking costume, but there was no sight of the acrobat and no glimpse of the shine white star. And instead of the musical fanfare, there was silence as he solemnly strode into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman, hurling through the air, with dynamite in her hair, over shots and smelly objects, caught by the man locked in a cage, has been cancelled. Yes, the audience gasped so loud that a passing airplane caught on its instrumentation and reported it as an atmospheric phenomenon. Cancelled because my wife is pregnant!
Oh, Matilda.
Absolute silence. You could have heard a fly bird. Then suddenly, the audience jumped to their feet in roaring appreciation. The great scene was instantly forgotten, and the closing talk was nearly an hour.
So the story has a happy ending then?
Forgotten by everyone except that is the acrobat's sister, and when all had quieted down, she stepped forward and produced a contract.
A contract?
A contract you sign to perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall. I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. If I give my crowd their money back, where's my profits? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning woman, hurling through the air, with dynamite in her hair, over shots and spiky objects, caught by the man, locked in the cage, will be performed, and from this day on, up to prison you both shall go.
No. Well, what happens next?
I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow.
But I don't know if my nose will make it till tomorrow, Matilda.
Stops you crying? Maybe I shouldn't play anymore.
What? Well, we must find out how it ends. And I wasn't crying because it was sad, it was just that they wanted a child so very much. Must be wonderful for a child to be so wanted.
Yes, wonderful. Goodbye, Mrs. Jones.
Bye, Matilda.
Matilda, could I speak to you, please? I'm afraid that I've not been too successful in getting others to recognize your abilities. So, starting tomorrow, I shall bring a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may see through them while I teach the others. If you have any questions, just let me know and I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Why, Matilda, that's the biggest hog in the world. You're going to hog all the hair out of me.
Matilda Wormwood! Matilda Wormwood! Where?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
So, you admit it, do you?
Did what, Miss Trunchbull?
This lord, this foul carver, is none other than a disgusting criminal. A citizen of the underground, a member of Mafia. This morning, you sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here
liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. And I'm very sorry, but...
Oh, no. As long as you enjoy the cake. That's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bob Trotter, it is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Well, that makes me wonderful and excited and feel so happy that it gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Cook! What's the matter? Bob Trotter? You lost your appetite?
Oh, yes, I'm full.
Oh, no, you are not full. I will tell you when you are full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until you have eaten the entire cake. But you have no time for what? Eat!
I can't eat it all.
Cat business, he'll be sick. Well, then he shouldn't have made a pact with Satan and stolen a piece of my cake. Eat!
He can't!
Eat!
Surely can't!
Eat!
Like love!
Eat!
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can't! He can't! Surely can't! Surely can't! You want the man, Bruce! He might explode! He's quite elastic! He's gonna blow, make it so! He's fantastic! Look at him go! I can't watch him make an event! This must confirm, Bruce! We'll suspect it! You have a one, Bruce! Already anonymous! It's like a tortoise! Considerably roomier in size! He can't! He can't! Surely can't! Surely can't! You want the man, Bruce! R-O-O-C! Bruce! Whenever I get something to lose, we are meant to lose. Call it Bruce! Whatever's wrong, you are tightly loose. We never thought it was possible, but here it is coming true. We can have our cake and eat it too. Bruce, time is rough. That's how we start to use. Bruce, you're always choose. You want to travel loose. Bruce, stop it in. You're always fit. Whatever you do, don't get in. No matter when. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself in twilight glory.
Too much. It's just too much.
Go on, Bruce, do it.
Silence!
We can have our cake and eat it.
Sorry, headmistress. Just got a little carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Oh, dear. Well done, Bob Trotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bob Trotter. Oh, did I not mention that was the first part of the punishment? There's more. The second part. In the second part,
heart is.
Joking!
Yes, Miss Gentle, yes I can.
Do you really think I would allow these maggots to defeat me? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? A fool? You?
When he ate it all, he did what you asked. I did so. I hate the
That's not right.
Yes, it's me. I won. Let's go. No. There's got to be a mistake. Yeah, this is a faulty ticket. Nobody has 176643 here.
You got it.
Do I?
Yep. You got it.
176643.
You got it.
Yep, she's got it. Yep, she's got it.
You just won $60. Now, I would like to offer an apology for some of the things that have been going on here tonight. They are not nice things, and they're not right things. And I would like to state, categorically, that we do not want any children that might be here tonight to go home and try things out for themselves. I am, of course, talking about reading books. It is normal for kids to behave in this fashion. It stunts the brain, wears out the eyes, makes kids ugly, stinky, fatty, sweaty, messy, boring, gaseous, and crucially, it gives them verrucas of the mind. Under no circumstances do we condone such activities, and we do so utterly without reservoirs. May I just ask by a show of hands, how many people here have ever read a book? You, man, what's your name?
And you count?
Yes, you. Well, Sierra, don't take this the wrong way, but bookworm, stinky little bookworm, reading all the books like a stinky little bookworm. You read books like a worm. Worms read books, you read books. Worms are stupid. You're a swarm. There. And she will learn from that. Won't stop her from reading, but she'll never raise her hand in a theatre again. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the pinnacle of our achievements as a species, the very reason why we bothered evolving out of unicorns in the first place. Somewhere, on a show, I heard that a picture tells 1,000 words. So telly, if you bother to take a look, is the equivalent of like lots of books. All I know I learned from telly, this big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, maybe you can switch your channel over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter, folks live happily ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23 minutes plus advertising. Why would we waste some energy turning the pages 1, 2, 3? We can sit happily on a lovely back, please, watching people singing and talking and doing stuff. All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell my big telly just how clever of a fella I am. Take it away, son. You can't learn that from a stupid book. All I know I learned from telly what to think and what to buy. Now I was pretty smart already, but now I'm really, really smart. very, very smart. Endless content, endless channels, endless chat on endless panels. All you need to fill your muffin, doubt and you really think you're nothing. Why would we waste some energy trying to work out who this is? When we can sit happily on a love with actually like famous people talking to really famous people. All I know, I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever of a fellow I am. From the Dickens, it's Charles Dickens, Mary Shelley, watching sound smelly, Charlotte Bronte, do not want it, Jane Austen, Elizabeth Boston, James Joyce with his sound class, Ian McEwan off here like spewing, William Shakespeare, Moby Dick. Hey, easy grandma. All together now. All I know, I learned from the telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly, what a very clever fella I am. All right.
Hello, I'm Lavender, by the way, Matilda's best friend. There's a bit coming up that's all about me. Well, not exactly all about me, but I played the part of it. But I'm not going to tell you what happens because you don't want to ruin it for you. All right, I volunteered to get the church for Hotel Water, and then no, I'll not say anyone. Well, on the way back, I found a newt. A newt's like a really ugly lizard that lives in the water. So I pick it up and no, I'll not say anyone. I'm gonna put the newt in the church water jug. Well, so is there a random section?
What? Well, I don't suppose you have an event section. Why, is a child in your school behaving like a bully?
Oh no. Which child?
Matilda, are you sure?
Wait a minute, what a story.
Story? Did you say, well, Matilda, what are we waiting for?
Slowly, very slowly, the acrobat went to shine a white scarf around her husband's neck. For luck, my love, she said, kissing him with the gentlest of kisses. Smile. We have done this 1,000 times. But then, she hugged him with the biggest hug of the world that he thought she would hug all the air. And so, they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed. The escapologist had to escape from the cage, lean out, catch his wife with one hand, grab a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames from a specially designed dress within 12 seconds before they reached the dynamite and blew it away. Sorry. Go on. The truth started well. The moment the specially designed dress was set alight, the acrobat flung into the air. The crowd held their breath as she struggled with shocks and spiky objects. 1 second, 2 seconds. They watched as the flames crept up her dress. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. She started to reach her arms out towards the cage. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Suddenly, the padlocks hinged open and the huge chain fell away. 7 seconds, 8 seconds. The door flung open, and he ran. Escapologist reached out one huge muscle arm to catch the wife and the child. 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh, I can't look!
He grabbed her hands and suddenly the flames are coming up over like it knocked me millions to pieces.
So the story does have that ending then?
No,
No.
no. Maybe it was a thought of their child. Maybe it was nerves. But the escapologist used to touch too much from, and their hands became slippery. And she fell.
No, was she okay? Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She didn't manage to live long enough to have the child, but the effort was too great. Love will go, she said. Love her with everything. She was all we ever wanted. And then she died. And then things got worse.
Worse? What was? No, Matilda, not worse. They can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did. Because the escapologist was so kind that he never for 1 second blamed the evil sister for what happened. In fact, he asked them to move in and help look after her. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash and iron and cook and clean, and beating her if she did a thing wrong. But, always in secret, so the escapologist never suspected a thing. And so, the little girl grew up with the meanest, cruelest, horriblest art you could possibly imagine!
Let's call the police.
Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, right. Your parents think they must have won the lottery having a child like you.
Oh, yes. They always say that, in fact, to say, Matilda was so proud of you, like winning the lottery. Yeah, I bet you do. Well, it's not that hard.
155 old bangers on my hands. Each one polished up, but the mileage on the clock telling the truth. That each one was knackered. Now, how could I possibly make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive each one backwards, could I?
Backwards.
When suddenly, I had the most genius idea in the world. I ran into the workshop, grabbed the drill, and using my incredible mind, attached the drill to the speedometer of the first car and whacked it into reverse.
Backwards.
Yes, boy, backwards, exactly. A drill's motor whirls backwards thousands of times a second, and within a few minutes, I reduced the mileage on the old rust bucket to practically nothing. I did it to every single car.
Backwards. There, darling. Stop talking. There's a good boy.
10 minutes later, the Russian show. Great big nasty face apes. Expensive suits, dark glasses, don't know who they thought they were.
Russians on my tunnel. I saw that on a program last night.
That was badgers. It was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Oh, fantastico! Now I'll be able to score Rodolfo all day long.
But you've cheated them. They trusted you. You've cheated them.
What's wrong with you? What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go down to that library of yours and tell that old baggy never to be let in again.
What? No, please don't.
And if she does, I'll have her fired. And you'll never read another sniffing book as long as you live. I'll put an end to your stories, young man. Now get out of here instead, you nasty little creep.
At night, the escape porter started to cry herself asleep alone in her room. She never said a word of the evil aunt's bullying, as she didn't want to cause a fuss, and so she suffered in silence. This only caused the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded! You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep! And she beat her and threw her into a dank dark cellar, locked the door, and went out. That day, the escapologist came home early. And when he heard the sound of his daughter's tears, he bashed the door open.
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I've forgotten the one thing that marriage was most? I love you so much, my daughter. I shall spend the rest of my life making love to you. We shall be together forever.
Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Please don't cry. Here, let me wipe away your tears. Daddy, forgive me. I didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy, don't cry. I'll be alright. If you're by my side, I have nothing to fear. You're here.
toad. That is a toad. Archibald Trotter. Yes, Miss Trunchbull. But now he's a good toad, aren't you? Sit. It has come to my attention, Miss Honey, that you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach a child, you must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
No one was speaking this trouble.
Please know, Miss Honey, that when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my jug of water?
I'll go to Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at all of you. Flabby, disgusting, revolting. Revolting, I say. We need to toughen you all up with a bit of fizzing. School of Eight has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, now speaking! Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Bouquet of scent. And you can bet your breeches this headmistress finds this foul odoriferousness wholly olfactorily insulting. So to stop the stenches spread, I've hired a session of fizzing. Salts the belly right from the revolting. This smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and fizzing will get you sweating, and it won't be long before I smell the call of aiding and abetting. A bit of this egg will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Ho, ho, just like a rocket, close to the top of a bucket of water. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revelry, of insubordination, of stench. Beauty in action. When it comes to thinking, reading, we really need to nip it in the bud. Position 2. Before the worm starts to turn, you must scrape off the dirt and rip it from the mud. Away from itself.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't take it anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please, miss, please.
Once we've exorcised these demons, they should be too potent for scheming. So double time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline, discipline. The children who aren't listening from midget to our fidgeting and whispering and history, the battering and kittering, the chattering and littering, are matched with the temperament of discipline. We must begin insisting on rigidity and discipline, persistently resisting this anarchistic listening that it's your offspring babbling stream. Now imagine a woods with a cottage, and inside that cottage we find a dwarf called Zeke, a carnival freak who can fold paper hats with his mind. And he says, don't let them steal your horses. Don't let them throw them away. If you find your way through, he'll be waiting for you, singing, me, me.
She's gone mad!
Aha! Now there, like I said, a stinky maggot rears his head. Even the squiddiest, cutest mess can harbor seeds of stinkiness. Have you ever seen anything more repellent? Have you ever smelled anything worse than the smell of rebellion? And the scent of red rose, the raincoat is subordination. If I'm resistant, the cause of this world. Do not stop till you are squashed to this rebellion. The glorious sweating, your soul could cause a sickening stench. Away!
Look, the new. Can you see? This is the new. I said the new. This is the new. Look, I'm going to put the new in the church bowl.
Silence!
I don't think this is teaching at all. I think this is just cruelty.
That is because, honey, you are pathetic. You are wet. You are weak. You are, in fact, a sniveling little.
What new is it? Oh, it's really in the snake. Watch out, there's church bowls going by.
All right, quiet, children, please.
You,
No, not me.
cockroach! You did this, you vile, malicious little sinner!
No, I didn't. Ah!
What is hurtful? You caused this evil! I'm only just getting started. It has come to my attention this time, after years of experimentation, that little boys' ears do not come off. They stretch. In fact, I can feel these ones stretching now!
Ah, stop.
No!
Leave it alone, you big fat bully.
How dare you! You do not belong in this school. You belong in a prison, a deep, damp, dark prison. I shall have you wheeled out with a trophy and a muzzle over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall perform experiments on you, madam. I shall dissect you. And all of you lowly little maggots will suffer the most indecent, appalling things because of you. Yes, you!
Have you ever wondered, well I have, about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if we're red. The same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. Now we are traveling at almost the speed of light. We're holding light, that light would still travel away from us. The full speed of light seems right in the way. What I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind don't fit. These stories delivered to me will be written. Everyone who shouts like we see tonight, shouting most my head is incredibly proud. And if mistakes stop like that, I walk. There's no stories that stop just the ones. I'm sorry, I'm not quite as getting it right. It's one comes and it's the end of the light. It's running inside me, it's
people around me, their mouths are still moving. The words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the storm.
Miserable collection of excuses for children. And there you stand, swinging off with your beating heart. Well, I am a master, and I say, there is nothing that I will not do. There are no lengths that I will not go. There is no punishment that I will not inflict. There is no ill I shall not strike back. There is no finger. What? What is it? Get it off of me! Oh, get it off of me! You can't do it! I can't move to my fingers!
Well, children, that was interesting. We all better go home. It was so kind.
That was the most interesting day I've ever had. She's got a new Hanukkah, she's got a new Hanukkah, and every day for the rest of my life. Do you want to go stop? Is it July?
Please. Come on. Come on. I look with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy a nice cup of tea? I cannot say, Matilda, but I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
There's no one with my head or my brain, so I just squish up to my eyes.
Well, no, not exactly, but yes, something like that. You certainly are a very special girl. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, yes. He's very proud. He's very, very, very proud. He's always saying that. He's saying, Matilda, I'm so very... That's not true, it's not. He's always calling me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Well, here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am very poor.
But don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, no, they don't actually. I'm even poorer than most, for other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but one day I came out walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and I begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad. But he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Agnes was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you could hardly imagine. And then, when I got my job as a teacher, she had presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written everything down. Every TV bill, every electricity bill, every tin of beans. And then, she even presented me with a contract that I should pay back every penny. And there was a contract that my father gave her his entire house.
But did he really do that? Nothing, Sonny. Did he just give her his house?
I don't know. Just like I cannot believe he would have killed himself. Which is what she said had happened.
You think she didn't commit adultery, Miss Honey?
I can singing. All I know is years of being bullied by that woman have made me pathetic. I was trapped.
That's why you're here.
This room keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand alone to eat. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. On this table, as you can see, well, it's perfect for me. Isn't much, but it is enough for me. Isn't much, but it is enough. On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. In this window I can watch the seasons change. At this lamp I can read. I am set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in winter storms, I am warmed by the small and stubborn fire. And there is nowhere I would run. Isn't much, but it is enough for me. For this is my house. This is my house. Isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. Isn't much, but it is enough. I feel no fear, even in fierce storms. I am warmed in a small but stubborn heart. For even when outside it's freezing, I don't wear much heat. I know that
Is this your father's scarf?
Why, yes. My mother gave it to him when she died. You see, she was...
An acrobat?
Yes. How did you... That's my father. He was...
An escapologist?
Matilda, how did you know that?
So they were your parents.
What? I don't understand.
Let me tell my story.
What story?
A story. I had to tell him a story, and I thought I was making it up, but it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life?
She did a thing. Let's go to the police.
No, Matilda, we can't do that. We have no evidence.
Just tell them she did it.
I would not work, Matilda. Be my word against hers. They would not believe that she is capable of murder.
But Miss Honey, she beat you, including the damn dark cells, and locked you up in tiny cupboards.
Stop, Matilda, please!
Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer. She killed Magnus. Who is she?
Contract is a contract is a contract.
Just trying to go.
something is wrong. Something is not working. And when something is wrong, you have to put it right, even if it screams! What are you looking at? You. This school is going to have a very special spelling test today. Any child who gets one single answer wrong will go to Chucky. You spell, oh, let me see, spell Newt.
N-E-W-T, Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught her. She's a very good teacher.
Nonsense, Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything. Any moron can see that. You, stand up. Turn around and spell the one thing that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling a word.
These little specks of dust aren't clever enough. They are worms.
I taught them. That's all. With kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom? You know nothing about teaching, and I shall prove it. You, doofball, snot-nose, spell anchylocomaniocentricalistimosis.
What? But that's not a word. You just made it up.
Spell or go to choking. And I warn you, it has silent letters.
A-M-C-H-E-L-L-A.
Oh, dearie. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie.
K.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to choking.
Cat. C-A-F. Cat. I got song this. You're gonna have to put me in Chelsea too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-V. Dog. And me. Table. X-E-B. And me.
What are you doing? What's going on here? Stop this. Do you hear?
You can't put us all in Chokey. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L.
Ah, no, stop this.
S-A-F-E-L-B-2. Stop this.
Stop this.
U-T-L-L-L-L.
Stop. Do you hear me? Stop this. What?
C-U-F-T-Y-S-L. Big fat bully. X-Q-R-Z. 1, 2, 3. Revolting! P-X-Q.
and she was now the owner of the beautiful old house that had, up until that moment, been owned by the evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in immediately and was happier than she'd ever been in her entire life.
And as for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The trophies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress was to go over.
And her name was Miss Honey, and it was often said that it was the best school in all the land.
But you know something else? Matilda was never able to use her special powers again. I thought it was because the mind was being challenged, but she said it was because she no longer felt the need for superpowers. I would just look at Matilda, this little girl who was so special, so stuck, unloved by her cruel parents. I wish I could just do something.
So, that is the end. And I wish so much to tell you that Matilda got the love she deserved. I wish so much to tell you that the story has a happy ending. But perhaps the truth is that not all stories have a happy ending.
Don't stand there gawping. We're going to Spain.
Spain? But why Spain?
Because this what brain seemed to think it was a good idea to sell 155 old bangers to Russian mafia.
I didn't know they were the flaming Russian mafia, did I? Come on, boy. We're leaving here forever and we're never coming back.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wentworth, I would love to look after Matilda. I would look after her with love, respect, and care. I'd pay for everything. That is, if she'd like that. Would you, Matilda?
You mean, like, leave our daughter here with you?
What did you call me? They'll be here any minute. Did you call me a daughter?
What have you done with your legs up? Have your legs up?
You are the Wormwood's daughter.
Yes?
Where is your father?
I don't know.
The Wormwood is a stupid man. For being stupid, he assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes. Well, I'm afraid my father's quite rude and very, very stupid.
You know this? At least there is one very clever one in the family. What is your name, little girl?
Matilda?
I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards!
Italijza prawie i swojego Amelie Samsa. Da, приятно познакомиться с такой умной девочкой.
Спасибо. Мне тоже приятно познакомиться с вами.
Ты говоришь по-русски?
Не так хорошо, как вы мне хотелось. Спасибо, язык пока не вырастался. Изучать его и дальше.
Matilda, who taught you how to speak Russian?
Well, I taught myself, I suppose. One day I was reading Dostoevsky,
Oh!
and I thought it would be a good idea to read it in the language it was written in.
I am Sergei. It is truly honored to meet you, Matilda Wormwood. Matilda, your father has been stupid and rude to both of us, yes? I can have one of my friends teach him manners. And one day, when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude, I think. I give this as gift to you. What do you say?
Mrs. Sagan, this is a very tempting offer, but he's my father and his daughter. I think I've had enough of revenge.
so lucky.
Quick, let's get out of here before they change their minds.
What about the girl? Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, yes I do.
And do you want to look after her? Well, we're a bit short of room, so yes.
Hunter, Miss Honey Hunter.
And they hardly noticed as the wormwoods As the wormwood's angry dull glow sped away into the distance.
They had found each other. Yes, they had found each other.
No!